Well, hello and welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a little running around. I've got a couple errands to do. I need to go to Superstore, pick up a jug of orange juice, and we're going to have a little conversation. Something I discovered recently by watching YouTube. So if you're new here, I welcome you. My name is Martin. And if you are a returning viewer, I welcome you back. I have a few viewers and longtime subscribers who have been with me for several months. So we're going to get out on the road and have a little discussion, and I will see you as we get going. Here we go. Come along. So we are just escaping my neighborhood. I've got a few errands to do, as I had mentioned, and don't worry, my camera is mounted on a tripod and it is affixed in the cup holders. I have it rigged up so both hands are on the wheel. So it was quite interesting today. I was just looking at some YouTube videos and cleaning up the back end of my studio, and lo and behold, I came across a video by Jack Morgan. And if any of you viewers recall Jack Morgan, I believe his channel is Jack Morgan 2.0. He did a video about me several months ago, talking about that I was left my career or my job, and I'm working more now than ever before. And that's because I was doing Uber Eats deliveries, doing YouTube, doing dispatch work with a courier company and the like. So I was going 7 days a week, working more than I was when I was working for a company. Well, I just came across the video of him. I think it was posted a few hours ago, maybe a day ago, and it was about a 73-year-old gentleman who was talking about not saving enough money for his retirement, and now he is doing Uber Eats at 73 years old. So, saving for the future. Let's talk about that. So, if any of you folks remember Jack Morgan doing that video on me, it was quite nice, very well done, and fortunately, I was able to get several subscribers from you folks who came over to my channel by watching Jack Morgan's. So yes, I highly recommend people saving for their retirement, because it is an important thing to save for their future. I mean, even in the Bible, it talks about you can have 7 years of good crops, so you got to save for the 7 years of famine. And most people don't do that, myself included. You know, you're making good money, you're working, you're in your 30s, 40s, maybe early 50s, and life is good. You're taking your vacation, you're driving your nice car, you live in a nice big house. You might put a little bit of money away in a 401k, or in our case here in Canada, our RRSP, a registered retirement savings plan. But is it really enough? You know, $100 or $200 a month away here and there. Yeah, it can add up over many years. But most folks, they just don't plan for the future. And then you get a situation where you've lost your job, or your health is poor, or for whatever reason you can't work anymore, or you have to work less, and or you get laid off, or just downsizing, age discrimination, which is a real thing. And then you find yourself in a situation where you don't have enough money saved up or coming in to meet your expenses. So what do? You either have to reduce expenses, like I've done. I have cut back on a lot of things. I've cut out any subscription memberships I have. I've got one more. It's to Best Buy. I was convinced or talked into. It's only $21 a month, but $21 a month, it can still add up, right? So October, I can end that. That was the last one. I have canceled all my gym memberships and all that kind of good stuff because the company that I'm working for, the work that I do in a warehouse environment, is very physically demanding, and I am able to get a good workout in. In fact, yesterday, or the day before actually, I hit 30,202 steps. So I broke the 30,000 step barrier. So I'm definitely getting a good workout in. So all that said, cut your expenses. Do what you got to do. Now, on this video, the gentleman, he talks about, he was a carpenter all of his life, and most of the companies he worked for did not have any kind of a retirement plan. And now he's not blaming those companies entirely. He's blaming himself as well because he didn't put money away. And I know I have a relative too that worked for himself or worked for his father and didn't put much money away. So he does collect his CPP, Canada Pension Plan, but he's not getting very much. I, on the other hand, have been contributing to a CPP since 1980. So I did get a fair amount. So that really does help a lot. Also, what does help is anything you can do on the side. A little bit of Uber Eats delivery driving, or maybe YouTube if you can get monetized. Buy me a coffee. That has helped tremendously. Many folks have donated money to my Buy Me a Coffee fund. The link is in my description, and that has helped. I've been able to buy coffee, the odd cold drink once in a while, a little wobbly pops, and that has been a blessing from you folks. But I do want to say, yes, if you are in your 30s, 40s, even your 50s, and you are still working, it is mandatory to put money away. Figure it out. If you have a difficult time saving, seek counsel, seek help. You need to put money away. You need to have an emergency fund of some kind, preferably 3 months to 6 months minimum. You do need to put money away because the good times, as much fun as they are, will not last indefinitely. And as sad as it is to say to you young folks who are in your 20s and 30s, we are going to get older. And when we get older, either physically we can't do the job anymore, or nobody wants to hire you on a full-time basis at least. So we are just arriving here. I've got a couple bags of pop cans and the water bottles and different things that I'm going to deliver. Now there is also a point that a person can talk about. Okay, I'm taking in these pop cans and pop bottles, and you might make $10 or $15, and that sounds great, but that's just getting the money back that we spent by buying the bottled water, like the sparkling water, or the pop, the Pepsis, or the things, or the juices. And yes, I know a lot of that stuff is not good for you, but I don't drink every day. But I do like a little bit of orange juice in the morning, or on my lunch break, I mix a little bit of orange juice with my with some cranberry juice, and I enjoy that with my lunch at work. But we're going to continue this conversation. We're just going to go inside and see how much we can get. I got 2 semi-half bags or 3/4 full bags of odds and ends here. So we're going to go in right now. So I have a couple of bags here of pop cans and whatnot. We're just going to go in here right now to this Fort Road Bottle Depot and get these dropped off. So we're going to drop these off here right now. I'm going to close the back of my hatchback and we're going to go in. I got my bags and we're going to go in here. Okay, I got $18.90. So let's take this and scan it. Then you give me the money. Pretty cool. Can't go wrong there. So I'll take my money. Here we go. Take that and we will head back to the vehicle. Okay, I am back in the vehicle. But there we go, $18.90. So that's actually more than I thought we would get. So that's good. So I always give that money to my wife, and she uses that money to buy groceries. So it always helps. You know, when you are in situations where you have to watch every nickel and dime, it's important to save and recycle, do what you have to do. So yeah, that's a nice little amount we're getting back. So now I am going to go and I think I have to run over to Superstore and pick up a jug of orange juice, which is funny because now that your orange juice is I think 20 cents or 25 cents, and that will go into a fresh recycle bag, or a bag that I will sell, return to the depot in a couple of months or whatever, and to do this thing all over again. Never seems to end, folks. Well, obviously I didn't film it or video it, but there was a gentleman beside me here that opened up his bag and his pop bottles fell out, or beer bottles fell out, and he smashed all over the ground, all over the road. So he had to go get a broom and a dustpan and clean up all the broken glass. Of course, he let out a big, some profanity, but fortunately that has not happened to me. But it can. Has that ever happened to you? Trying to sell you pop bottles? Oh, there's a guy in a wheelchair. He's missing some limbs. Gee, poor guy. Let me see if I can get some of this. Hang on. Sad to see. There's a poor guy. He is in a wheelchair, missing some legs, but he's setting up camp. Gee, poor guy. Maybe I can give him a sandwich or something. Okay, we are heading back in the opposite direction now. We're heading north on Fort Road. See, gas prices have come down to $1.20 per liter. And remind you, that's per liter, so it's still over $4 a gallon. How's the gas prices in your state? Have they come down quite a bit? By the way, today is Tuesday. So I get Tuesdays and Wednesdays off, which I like. because it gives me the opportunity to do a few things that I wouldn't normally be able to do, because in some situations businesses are closed. So I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to turn left here because it's much more convenient when this light turns green first. I gotta zoom out here. I think my camera was set. I zoomed in on that gentleman over there, setting up a homeless camp. I see over there in Washington, D.C., they're looking at cleaning up the area, getting rid of the crime, getting rid of the homeless situation. We used to have a big homeless encampment downtown here, but finally the police moved in and they cleaned it up. I don't know where all the homeless people went, but they just move on. But that is probably a sensitive topic, so we won't go there. And of course, you've got two seasons in Edmonton: winter and construction. And here we go, lots of construction. But we will pull in here, get into the real Canadian Superstore, as they call it. You know, this is 2025, of course. But I remember when, back in the 90s, when they used to have the people wearing roller skates, running around, taking things back and whatnot. But then I think they had a few accidents. I think people come flying around the corner and bump into a chopper. So that didn't last too long. Well, let's go in. And of course here you gotta put in your coins to get your shopping cart out. I don't know why. I guess people steal the carts or something, but oh well. Funny thing is, if you can get a cart for $1, I don't think $1 is gonna make people not steal a cart if they want to. So this is Superstore. We'll go in here and we'll pick up a couple of items, and I'll take you inside. Make sure you go in the entrance door, not the exit door. Yeah, there's different products on the shelf here. Quite interesting. All the different things that they have. And I do like my different drinks here. I am going to get a bottle of this. It's a spicy tomato clam cocktail. I do buy this once in a while. Good stuff. What else should I get? Let me see. What else can I pick up here? I know that I'm looking for. I don't see it. Let me see. You know what I do like once in a while? I like, what do you call that stuff? Not pear juice. I just can't think of the name right now. Something that old people drink to make them go to the bathroom. Oh, here we go. Prune and nectar. I am going to get a prune and nectar. My wife hates the taste, but I actually like it. But you can't drink too much of it, otherwise you won't be able to get off the toilet. And the other thing I like once in a while is a can of Rain. It's back from my strongman days. Now the kind I like, they don't have what I'm looking for, but I'll pick up this one here, Rainbow Sherbet. I'll get one of these. It's on sale, so I'll pick one up. I actually like it with my supper. And I'll get one more. The white gummy bear. I'll get one. I'll use some of the money from my buy me a coffee. That will cover all this. Here you go. You got some better prices down here if you buy 4 cans. 4 cans for $11.49. Maybe I should do that actually. Let me think. Yes, I decided to actually get the full package here because it works out to $2.87 a can rather than $3 or $3.50 as they were last week. I remember at the gym it used to be $4.69 for 1 can, but I will drink them sparingly. They're about 180 milligrams of caffeine in one of those. So before you all tell me how unhealthy these things are, I know. It's funny because we have a couple stores we shop at. We shop at Costco for big bulk items, but we come here at Superstore for the odd thing here and there. Next thing will be orange juice with pulp. Here we are, getting the orange juice with pulp. I see the price just went up to $7.44. Last week it was $6.89 or something. But I'll get one right here. It's still good. Prices keep going up. Can't afford to live nowadays. The other thing is I never wear slides in public. Well, I never used to, but I had some blisters on my feet. Yeah, I had some blisters on my feet, so I had to use moleskins to protect my feet. But good thing is I got a hold of my son and he ordered some from Amazon. So I will pick that up today. So my blisters have healed, but I keep wearing the slides just to protect my feet, to give them a chance to rest. And I will be using moleskin on my heels just to protect them, because I am going to be walking a lot every week. I want to check out some bath towels. See what they have here. Kind of expensive maybe. I've got a couple bath towels, white ones, but I was thinking about maybe getting something different. Something more like a beach towel. $10. $10 for one of these. That might not be too bad. Let's see. What's that look like? Ooh, let me see here. Well, that's a hoodie. That's still good. I don't want that. How does that look? $8 for a cotton bath towel. That might work. That's all you need. Just something different. For $8. Yeah, can't go wrong with that. Now I have a choice whether to use the donations from you folks from Buy Me a Coffee, or I could use this this gift card I got from my son and my daughter-in-law. I guess it was for Father's Day. There's $50 on here. I spent $3 once, so I've got $47. So depending on how much all this is gonna be probably $40. So I don't know. I like to use this for small things, small treats when I'm out and about. So we'll see. We shall see. You know, you folks have donated money to my Buy Me a Coffee, so and I have been given permission by many of you to use it for whatever I choose, not just coffee. So maybe I'll do that. And I'll save this for incidentals while I'm going to work or coming home. By the way, for all you folks, what stores do you shop at for groceries and different things? Like I say, here in Canada, I shop at Costco, Superstore. We have a Save On Foods, and sometimes Sobeys. Those are the main ones. I guess Freshco and Safeway are basically the same thing. Perhaps Sobeys too. So those are what we shop at most. But anyway, I am going to check out and head for home. But I hope you liked this video. Something a little bit different. To change things up a little bit. I don't know what I'll call it, but we shall see. So please leave a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what stores you shop at, and let me know how your week is going. I know it's only Tuesday, so anything can happen. And the bottom line, save your money for the future. Enjoy life, but put some money away. Okay, folks. I will see you in the next video. Cheers, and God bless. Oh, by the way, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little items came out to $40.22. Crazy. Life's getting expensive.